Please give a hand to Mr. Lou Angelwolf.
All right. How are you? Good? This redneck calls 911. He gets the operator on the phone. The operator says, "What's your emergency?" He says, "Oh man, my brother fell down the steps. He bumped his head pretty good. You better send an ambulance over here." She says, "Okay, remain calm. What's your address?" He says, "We live at 427 Eucalyptus Avenue." She says, "Can you spell that?" And there's a long silence. He gets back on the phone. He goes, "Hey, look, I'm going to drag him over to Oak Street. And we'll just meet y'all over there." I love this little town. This is such a friendly town, man. I wasn't in town 2 hours, and I got invited to a wine tasting party. Nice, huh? It was over here behind the liquor store. It was me and some guys with baskets on their bikes. They had all kinds of wine. They had wine in a box. You know you're serious about your wine when you buy it by the box. Do love it here, man. I got big bugs here. I got big bugs. I lived in Texas for the last couple of years. I just moved back to town. And everything's, that old saying, everything's true. Everything's bigger in Texas. Man, they got some big bugs out there. They got mosquitoes so big there, after they bite you, they offer you orange juice and cookies. But hey man, we took a lot of blood. You all right? Why don't you sit down and spill? Have a soda pop. Yeah, all the mosquitoes sound like Matthew McConaughey out there. All right, all right, all right. You have a seat right there, big fella. But Florida, we got big bugs and we got little ones. Those little no-see-ums. Oh man. Don't you wish they were called no-feel-ums? What horrible little creatures. When I meet God, I'm going to ask him about the no-see-ums. What miserable, they're so full of hate. It's like hate with legs. They just bite it. And they're irritating as shit. They're like little divorce attorneys just flying around, biting the shit out of you. And I love living in Texas, man. Texas was great, but man, when you work in Texas, you wind up working in the Midwest, and it's what an incredible part of our country. You ever been to Kansas? Kansas? Yeah. You know what they could use in Kansas? A hill. It's the flattest place I've ever seen in my life. It's so flat in Kansas, you can watch your dog run away for 3 days. Sure. You stand on a can of tuna fish, you can watch them 2 more days. You stand on a brick, you can see the back of your own head. From there, they sent me out to Iowa. They got a bad drug problem in Iowa. Do you know that? The kids out there, they're smoking crack corn. They're buying it from some guy named Jimmy. He don't care. And you keep going further north, you wind up there where it's always cold. That Minnesota, Wisconsin, Michigan, it's always cold there. Oh yeah. And for as much as we love our warm temperatures in the south, they love it cold up there. There's people that live up there in Minnesota, they're never going to come here. It just isn't on their radar. Oh, it gets hot down there. Oh gosh, yeah, it'd be too hot for us. But every once in a while, one will bust out. They'll come down here. And they've been up north, indoors, not a whole lot of sunshine, eating a lot of cheese. And we get to see their inaugural visit to the beach. Laying out there, they look like a badly rolled joint. But they love it cold, man. Talking to this guy from Michigan, he said it gets so cold in Michigan in the wintertime, when you talk, you have to wait for the words to defrost before you can even hear it. I said, man, that's pretty cold. That's why I live over in Wisconsin. It gets so cold in Wisconsin. Last year I was walking down the sidewalk, I spit, killed a poodle. Man, that's pretty cool. That's why I live over in Minnesota. It gets so cold in Minnesota. Last year we were camping. I woke up in the middle of the night. I felt something in my pajamas. I I reached around back there, I pulled out a big old chunk of ice. I held it up to the lantern, it melted, it melted, it melted, went... See, that was a fart joke and a physics joke. See? That was a joke for each side of your brain. Yeah, he's freezing gas up there and making the fart noise. Yeah. Hey, I let my hair grow back. Yeah, I like it. I like it. Let my freak flag fly one more time, baby. I'm gonna expand my radar. Yeah, I'm actually letting a bad haircut grow back. Do you ever have to do that? I was on tour, went to this place in New Jersey. Worst haircut of my life. $80. Worst haircut of my life. I should have known. The place was called Hey, It'll Grow Back. I'm trying to... And people go, oh, Lou, once you turn 50, man, your hair's going to turn gray. Yeah, no kidding. I was 50 for about a half an hour. And it looked like somebody blew a powdered donut in my face. And I got like gray chest hair now, you know, gray beard. Even got some gray down in the shrubbery, you know. Kind of a salt and pepper affair I got going on there. My girlfriend says I look distinguished. Like an old banker, I guess. And I've been married a couple times, divorced a couple times, yeah. I suppose I'll get married again, but you know what? You got to think about it this way. You got to get the third one right, you know? The first one, you're young, you're impetuous, you get married, and, you know, a few years go by, the car's got dents in it, and nothing seemed like it should, you know? So that one kind of falls apart. And then you got your second one, I guess you can just, you know, call a mulligan. Yeah, I really shanked that one off, sorry. But your third one, you got to get right, you know? Because once you get past 3, you get into that 4, 5, you know what? It may not be them. You really got to stop and figure that, you know? Maybe you're the wackadoo, you know? I had a girl a couple of shows ago, no kidding, she was dissolving her 5th marriage, but dating another guy and gonna marry him. 6 marriages. What color dress is that? Brown? But relationships are tough, man. They really are. They really are hard. There's so much to know. Yeah, there's so much to know. I was reading Cosmopolitan magazine, and they said, and fellas, if you're out there, you got to read Cosmopolitan magazine. That's like having the other team's playbook. Women think and expand upon thoughts that never even came near us. Like I'm reading in Cosmo, they're talking about sleep etiquette. Yes, they say a healthy couple's also going to have a good sleep etiquette. So like, as if getting along all day long isn't hard enough. Now we got to get along while we're sleeping. You know, and I took their little quiz, you know, and I sleep on my left side. I curl a pillow, I put one between my knees, and I snore a little. So my sleep type was a bear. But I think back on some old relationships, you know, and I think maybe that happened, that maybe the sleep etiquette was the problem. Like this one girl I went out with, she used to like to sleep on her back with her knees in the air in other guys' beds. That goofed up our feng shui, see. Well, ladies and gentlemen, thank you so much for your time. Have a great night.